Hey guys, Bradley tuning in, coming in with another video. Don't you go buying a house without watching this video. I want to walk you through how to find the best locations with the best schools step by step. And I'm going to jump onto my computer and share with you some of my core resources for figuring out what school, whether it's elementary or high school, whether it's private, public, or Catholic, and you'll be able to get an insight. And many people, the vast majority of people, don't look up the schools or at least have any information on them prior to moving in, and then they're just left with whatever they got, which we don't want to do that. We want to be proactive. We want to know. And if you don't even know how to isolate an area, maybe you're having trouble identifying where you want to be, maybe this is a place for you to have a little bit more of a tight criteria and be able to identify something that will serve you and your family. So without further ado, I'm going to jump on my computer and share with you some of the resources. All right. So this is my YouTube channel. I did a video and I want to share with you before we get into some of the other resources. This one is called the Comparing Toronto Neighborhoods video. This is specific to Toronto. If you're outside of the downtown core, maybe this isn't for you, but if you are there, this allows you to see a crazy amount of statistics on neighborhoods, getting to know the area. So I wanted to start here. Make sure you check this video out. We'll tag it as well. But also another thing to think about, I wanted to share with you a resource that we have as realtors. We're able to see a lot of statistics, getting to know the area. So for example, we can see the what kind of ownership we have. We see the type of dwellings, when they were built, the marital status and age and culture, religious affiliations. And then there's this section here, which is also really helpful, which is getting to know the education of the population in that area. So you can see what the max education is for that population and what kind of jobs and whatnot. So these are really good resources that are available to us when you're looking for properties, and any agent can help you get that insight as well. So step one is complete. We know kind of the demographics and the key areas that we want to live. So now we're going to dive into if you are looking for a private school, where you would go. I really like this website, ourkids.net. Check it out. This main platform allows you to search up schools by location. You can be of any grade. It's a very wonderful tool. And chances are, if you're spending money on your kid to go to the private school, you're going to want to know what you're getting. And this is an excellent platform. Further, on this link here, you can actually look up by core variables. You can compare them based on different statistics. You can see based on admission rates, expense, oldest, which one have key people that have maybe graduated. There's different types. So it really allows you to get specific on the way that you're comparing them. So that's for private schools. But for the vast majority of those of you out there, you're going to be looking at public and Catholic schools. So I want to share with you a tool for you as well. I like this website. This was a publication by the Fraser Institute. It's called compareschoolrankings.org. And I've zeroed it in on Ontario. This actually allows you to see everywhere from Alberta, British Columbia, Ontario, and Quebec. And so in this area, I've searched for the Toronto District School Board in Toronto. You can look up all of the different schools and their rankings, and you can get really detailed on understanding which one ranks where against which. If you follow that, then brownie points to you. And further along, if we look here, this is the Catholic District School Board. So the Catholic schools are able to look things up the exact same way. You can see the rankings right here, and you can click on any one of these to learn more about the school. Very beautiful tool when it comes to learning about each individual school as they compare against each other. This platform, the Fraser Institute, is one of the best and most quoted articles for news stories. So a lot of the stuff that you read about the statistics is actually collected from this website. So it's a very, very good resource. So you've identified the city and the demographics and where you want to be. You've identified the rankings of the schools in that area, but now we need to know where the boundaries are. So now that we know what schools we want our kids to attend, now we need to zero in on the actual boundaries in the districts. So here, I want to show you for the Toronto District School Board. Now, all major school boards will have this. In this case, you can look up by address, by school. So we know where we want to be. We know what school we want our kids to attend. So we can then go to a resource like this and look it up, which is very powerful. And just to give you an example, as you dive in further, I just put a high school in here. So this is A.Y. Jackson Secondary School. This is in North York. So it gives you some insight. You can see all the information you can look up relative to that school. It's very amazing. You can actually download it on a PDF as well. Very user-friendly. But I also like this section right here, school boundaries. This is why we're here, other than the scorecard and all of that. When you click that boundaries, it shows you this. This is the map of the boundary of that particular school. So maybe you were looking in North York, you didn't know what area, you found A.Y. Jackson, you love this particular school, now you know exactly what boundaries you need to purchase a property within in order to find a home that will allow your student, your children to attend the school that you have pre-selected. There you have it. These are some of the really cool resources that are available to you online. These are some of the ones that I like to use for my clients. Maybe you have some others that you also use. Share those down in the comments below so that everyone can take advantage. We want to make sure our kids are getting the best education possible, and if it means finding a home that allows for that, then let's do it. I'd love to hear your feedback on what you think on these, if this is something you use, and in general, is looking for the school something that in the past you've done ahead of time, or is this something you want to start doing moving forward? I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you slam that subscribe button. Take care and keep it real.